going on a hike. I got some things to talk about today, specifically about self-shot music videos. Let's go on this hike real quick. This is gonna be a challenge for me because I'm not really a big nature guy. I wanna go back already, honey. Hiking was actually not part of the plan, but we're just stopping by. The plan was really to go to the Zuma Beach in Malibu and go on a run and shoot this video. I think this is good. We can stop here. We're not even a mile in. So recently, I did a music video cover to Die in California by Machine Gun Kelly. I'm also the artist in that video along with my brother. I decided to do a self-shot music video for this. Was it truly self-shot? No, but I picked all the angles and I had my cousin there as a part of crew who also just like helped us, you know, get some camera movement in there and change up the shots a little bit. But we'll go more into what kind of shots we got later on. You hear that, right?
Yeah.
A bird?
No.
What is it?
Let's just go.
What?
Sounds like someone stepping.
All right, we're getting out of here. We're the only ones hiking. There's no one else in sight. So let's just get her done. Watch your back. So where was I before we were rudely interrupted by non-existent people walking? In other words, ghosts. What was I talking about? The crew. Let's talk about the crew and the gear I used. The crew was literally just me, my brother, and my cousin Mowgli. What else? The gear. Gear was super simple. Tripod I got off Amazon. The Sony a7S III. Amazing autofocus. You're gonna need it for these kinds of videos, especially if you're gonna be self-shooting, and especially if you don't have a huge crew. You're not gonna have someone to pull focus there for you. I also used the Tamron 28-75, and then we also used, my favorite part of the video was using this like fisheye lens. So I used this Sony 10-18 f4 lens and I put it on my full frame camera. It's an APS-C lens, but I put it onto the full frame camera and it gave it this cool vignetting, which we used to our advantage and got a pretty cool shot out of. What else? What gear did I use? YouTube. You gotta go to the YouTube file to see what we're talking about. That's all I got. Let's go to the next spot. Yo, I forgot to do this at the beginning of the video, but you are live with Just Jamar in 3, 2, 1. If you're new here, my name is Jamar Varai. I'm a filmmaker, director, and artist. Please consider subscribing. I'm going to be posting a lot more on my YouTube. I'm super excited to see where all of this is going to go. I've had my share of being off YouTube and going on, and then coming back, and then going off, and then coming back. But yeah, I think we're going to approach YouTube a little different this time and really try to stay consistent. I just really want to give you guys quality work, and if it's not quality, why post it? But we're gonna try our best, y'all. So we're here at the beach. We've got this pretty cool tent set up. I have Kiki to the left of me. We're having some coffees. We're chilling. We're doing our thing, guys. I don't know what it is recently. Something has been telling me to come to the beach by myself and just be with the water. God has been telling me to come to the beach because he knows I get inspired by the waters and the waves. Just being one with nature, you know, it's like a form of meditation. I come up with ideas when I'm at the beach. When I see water, it's also just relaxing for me. I think I'm gonna be doing this more often. I'm here with Kiki right now, but I'm definitely gonna be doing this more often where I just come here by myself, maybe even earlier, where there's no people and just like do my thing. You know, because I'm not talking about like coming to the beach and like partying and like having fun. I finally decided to do it today. That's besides the point. Let's get into this music video breakdown. Self-shot music video breakdown, self-directed music video breakdown that I did to the cover of Machine Gun Kelly's Die in California. Being that it is a self-shot music video, there's so many limitations you have as to like what you can really shoot. So for example, shooting this specific music video cover, I'm limited to camera movement. There's only so much I could do. Thankfully, I had Mowgli there to really like help us get a few shots. He got the drone shots, right? So this drone shot was awesome. It helped us really just establish the scenery we were in. We shot this like 5 minutes away from my house. Thankfully, we had Mowgli help do that with the drone shots. I bring my gimbal to all of these kinds of shoots, even though I might not be able to use it, but I had it in my car just in case, and I had him pull up and he, you know, did that orbiting 360 shot of me and James when we're back to back, and I thought that shot came out looking super cool. I wasn't really gonna use it, but I knew I needed that specific shot to basically add like texture and add something different to the video since the whole thing is static. But let's work a little bit backwards. Here's one thing you really need to keep in mind when shooting these kinds of videos. composition is gonna be your best friend. I'll say it again, composition is your best friend when you have static shots. And this very first shot that you see, it's me and James kind of in this like diagonal. I knew that I can milk the freak out of this scene, so that's why I had James in the back, me in the front, and then I switched it up, me in the back and James in the front, and then I had me as a solo, then I had James as a solo, then I had both of us in the middle. I knew that with this specific shot, it's gonna look a little jump cutty, but it's a cool style that you don't really see much anymore. In a lot of music videos you see nowadays, there's a lot of movement, so it's really hard to stick out, and I feel like that's why doing these self-shot music videos are kind of like the go-to for me and like why I want to do them. So yeah, composition is your best friend. You really want to milk out what you can do with a specific angle as much as you can. Another scene in the music video cover is this like cool high angle, almost overhead fisheye scene that happens with me and James, where we're like a little bit more interactive with the camera and kind of like coming closer to it, having our hands touch the lens and just making it feel like a closer perspective. I think adding that really helped with the video too. I found this like cool like dirt road that kind of just had this like feeling of like never ending, so I made sure to set up the camera and have that be the center of the frame and then have me and James in that frame. It's really cool and it's a dope shot, especially mixing it up with fisheye lens. Fake fisheye is what I like to call it, because it's not really a fisheye, it's just a crop sensor lens on a full frame camera. Yeah man, I really love this shot. I think it's super cool, and you could get away with doing a lot of these kinds of shots for your self-shot music videos because it's just a nice, I guess, another type of texture to have in your videos. Another cool way that we used this fisheye lens was we found this like weird, like broken down piece of like cement road, was like on a weird tilt and like a weird angle, and I was like, hey, you know what? On the spot too, because a lot of this is improvised, guys. A lot of these shots I don't have in mind. I kind of just go to the spot and do what I do, you know what I mean? Because it was on like an angle and like a tilt, I thought it would be cool to again have me and James share the frame. So put me in the front first and then him in the back, and then put him in the front and then me in the back, but also adding this like weird Dutch tilt to the frame just to make it seem like it's off-centered and just like static. I didn't add anything else other than these two frames for this specific scene because I feel like it didn't really need it, and that cool like weird angled tilt with the way we performed it just so happened to work, and I loved how it looks. I think because like the reason why I love these fisheye lens for these self-shot music videos too is it gives it that nostalgic, low budget, almost indie feel of like, you know, hip-hop music videos back then, like even rock videos. So I think it was just a great mixture of using that lens. Yeah, and then this handheld shot where it's the fisheye and then Mowgli's kind of like coming in and out while me and James are performing. I feel like that was just like the extra like grit and movement we needed to add some excitement to the video, especially because of that rap part that we have at the end. What else is there to say about this video? I'm trying to think. I'm kind of going off on a whim here, y'all. So that's all I really have to say about this specific music video cover. There's a few other music video covers and even some of my own songs that I have with James. Actually, one song that I have with James that I'm also gonna break down. I would definitely suggest if you're an artist to try it. Try picking up a camera and just shooting stuff yourself. Really try and find creative ways to get a static and composed shot to look awesome. That's really all it is. So if you guys enjoy this series, please, you know, consider subscribing and keeping up. There's nothing left for me to say. I'm here at the beach. I'm gonna go for a run real quick, enjoy this like nice time I have right now with nature, and just soak it all in, baby. Anything you want to say before I finish the video? There's freaking dolphins. Thanks so much for coming back to this channel. I'm definitely gonna be doing more of these, and I'm happy to be back on YouTube. I'm gonna go for a run. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.